Let's rank all the generations of the Honda Civic. Okay, I lied. I'm only gonna rank 7th generation and up because I'm not familiar with anything below 6th generation. So yeah. Okay, at 5th place, I'm gonna have 7th generation, which came out from 2000 to 2005. Never really been a fan of it. I think they look pretty ugly. I also really had a bad feeling before I bought this 8th generation Civic. I was looking at a 7th generation Civic manual. I test drove that car, but the clutch was extremely hard. But maybe that was just a car issue and not just a generation of the Civic issue. But I never really been a fan of them, so I'm gonna rate that at a 4 out of 10, and I'm gonna put that at 5th place. And at 4th place, I'm gonna put the 9th generation Civic. I think compared to the 8th generation, they kind of rounded up the car, and I feel like they focus a little bit more on the daily drivability compared to the 8th generation. But I think both 9th and 8th generation can be bought around the same price. So if you're someone who's looking for a daily drivability but needs a little bit more modern tech, nicer interior and stuff like that, I think the 9th generation is where it's at. And at 3rd place, I'm gonna put the newest generation, the 11th generation. But with the 11th generation, I think the Civic Hybrid is where it's at. It is basically the same powertrain that they put in the new Honda Prelude, which is what, a overpriced 40 grand sports car. If you're looking for a Civic but you need the most modern tech, a brand new Civic basically, I think you should definitely go for the Civic Hybrid, especially if you're looking for the 11th generation. At 2nd place, I'm going to put my beloved 8th generation Civic. I personally believe this is the best generation of the Civic to buy in 2026 when you think about the reliability, the value you get, the amount of how cheap you can get these cars, how cheap the parts are and everything. I've been driving this car for just over 2.5 years. There's zero mechanical issues, but that being said, there's a lot of bodywork issues, so it is not perfect. So I firmly believe this is the best generation of the Civic you can buy in 2026. And if I were to rate it, I would give a 9.5 out of 10, and I'll put in 2nd place. And that brings me to my favorite generation of the Civic, which is the 10th generation. I think the 10th generation nails everything: the performance, the reliability, the design, and everything. If you're someone who has a little bit more money and can afford something that is not the 7th, 8th generation, that is dirt cheap, but also you don't want to pay a brand new Civic price for the 11th generation, you should get the 10th generation Civic, especially the sport. Transmission is a CVT, is not the best. It's pretty loud actually, but everything in general is one of the best cars ever. And if I would rate it, I would get 10 out of 10, and it's my favorite generation of the Civic.